Hello, today I am doing a review on what's in this box. Now, this is for an Amazon review, and I just wanted y'all to see how this is packaged. So this is called a Smart Birdhouse, and you can see the box is really cute. Has all the keep dry, upward fragile, all that on there. Shows you the different birds that might nest in this. But I really like the box. So anyway, not that important, but sort of kind of is. So you're going to see this as I see this. I have not opened this up yet because I wanted you to see my honest review, honest reaction to this. I know my lighting's not great, sorry about that. So you can see that this comes really well packaged. So we're going to take this out. Alright. So this is really packaged well. I wasn't expecting it to be this nicely packaged. Alright, we're going to take this out. Okay, so I paused and went ahead, took it out of the bubble wrap, but I had styrofoam everywhere, so I went ahead and cleaned that up. So, this is made out of cedar, and you can see it's all wood. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. This is all wood. This is blue. It's really pretty. I really like these hinge locks, or whatever they're called. So that's really nice. And that's got plastic on it. So, and again, y'all are seeing it same as I am. Alright, so we've got some little pieces of wood right here, as you can see. I guess that's so the bird, if the bird's inside, it can stand up there and look out the hole. It's got really nice hardware. So inside here we have got the installation steps, which tells you to scan the QR code, and it's going to walk you through. You can do all this from your phone. It's going to show you how to hook everything up. And then back here, you test it and all that good stuff. And then there's got different, if y'all can see, there are different size holes. So I can put this one on for finch. I can put this one on for for these birds, and then this one fits these birds. So you can take and put this one on, and it'll be big enough for these birds. So that's pretty nice. And it's nice that it has instructions with pictures. That way you can actually see what you're supposed to be doing. This is just a piece of paper, and you can put this up against your tree or your pole, wherever you're going to mount this at, and that way you can get your screws right when you go to drill the bracket in. This is going to be your camera setup guide. Again, you can hit the QR codes, and you can do this on your phone. It shows you exactly how to set all of that up. Here's your user manual for the camera. It's going to tell you important things. It's going to, there's another QR code. But it's going to tell you how to do this on your phone so that you can see what's going on, and if there's something that's not right with the camera, it has troubleshooting and all of that. And then this is the company. Here is their website and their email and phone number that you can call. So inside here I'm assuming this is probably, yeah, here is the camera. So we'll just take that out and look at it. So it's got some plastic over the top. That is just a protective cover. When you get it mounted, you just peel that off. Looks like we've got an on and off switch. And I'm gonna say that that little button right there is probably a reset. All right, so, and then it also has a your little power cord if you want to manually charge it, or it has the solar panel, and that was pretty well protected too. So here is your solar panel that you can mount, and then you just plug that into the birdhouse, and that way it's going to continuously charge your camera, so that you don't have to keep taking it out, bringing it in, charging it on from a wall mount, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, this is the mount that you're going to use for your solar panel. Got all the hardware right there, and you're just going to mount that to your tree. You're going to put your solar panel on here, and then you can adjust your solar panel. So there's that. And then it has all these different doors for the birds, which I thought that was pretty neat. That way you can choose what type of bird, and you won't get any of the pesky, or shouldn't get any of the pesky blackbirds and all that trying to nest in here. And maybe it'll keep squirrels out. So you've got two different size doors right there. And then there's a spot for the hardware. They send you a screwdriver. That dowel is going to go right here so that the birds can stand on it. And then also there's your screws to mount the birdhouse. So you get all of that. It is really roomy, very roomy in here. And then these are just going to be hose that, just in case gets water in here or whatever, it'll drain, or you know, you can clean it and all that stuff. All right, right up there is a hole, if you can see that. All right, so we're going to lock that back. Back here is where you're going to mount this to your pole or tree, however you want to do it. It has air hose so that you can, so that it airs out. And let's see. I don't know. I guess them are just windows. So, let me look. Okay. So, yeah, you can open that up. This is where your camera's going to go, so that it looks right down on it. And this just keeps the rain and stuff off of your camera. So, these... was that in there a while ago? I'm gonna have to look and see. I think they might just go on there like that, and it just changes. Maybe that goes on there like that. I'm gonna look, because like I said, I'm looking at this same as y'all are looking at this. All right, yeah. So that's what it is. Except for it goes on this side, not the front, or not the inside. So if you want a different bird to be able to get in here, then you're going to screw these into here. And you can see the difference in the hoe. See? So it's up to you. Whatever bird you want to let in here to build its nest, that's what you're going to leave the hole for. And again, here is the panel, and I am going to stop here, and I am going to set this up and go ahead and get it mounted to a tree outside. Get it set up so that maybe we'll get a bird sitting in here. So I will be right back. Okay, so we are out here where we're going to put the birdhouse. Before you even hang the birdhouse up, it has these instructions that you have to do, and it's not hard. You just basically turn the camera on, but well, actually, there is a QR code on the camera, and you scan it, and then it will tell you, can you shut that? It will tell you step by step on what to do. Sorry about that. And you've got a guide right here, and you've also got a guide right here. So the instructions are really simple. You just turn the camera on after you hit the QR code. There is a voice on there that will tell you what to do. And then once you get it on your phone, it's going to want to test your Wi-Fi. So it will ask you to take your phone and the birdhouse to wherever on your property that you're going to install it, to make sure your Wi-Fi is okay. So we did that. So everything's checked out. So now all we've got to do is really just hang it up, and that's it. So we have decided to put it up here, and yeah, so we will be back. Okay, so the first step is mounting this bracket that the solar power panel is going to be attached. So he is doing that. Okay, so we have the bracket on. So now he is going to put the solar panel up there. And there was 4 screws that you screw in for the bracket, and then there's 2 that you just put on with the solar panel. So as soon as he gets that on, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so the panel is up, and like I said, that was just 4 screws to screw the bracket into the tree, and then there's 2 screws back here. Oh, y'all probably can't see, but anyway, there was I think 2 screws back there. And the next thing that we will be doing will be to actually put the birdhouse up, and then we're going to connect the solar panel to the battery. Okay, so they give you this piece of paper that has got the places on the, there's a place on the paper that shows you where to put the screws so that it will fit exactly into your birdhouse. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so we have the screws up in the tree. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the wire from the solar panel, and you're going to thread it through this hole, and I guess you could probably do it through that hole too if you needed to, and then plug it into the battery. All right, and then you just shut it and lock it. And And then we're just going to hang it up. Now, I didn't change the doors out because of where I'm located. The bird that I would like to see nest uses the biggest hole. So I just left it alone. But if I ever want to change it, I have the option to change it.
Let that screw out a little bit.
Alright. Alright, we're going to try this again. It'd probably be easier if we had a bigger ladder. Alright, hold on. Okay, so that's it. We just had to adjust the length of the screws so that they were even in order to put the birdhouse up to where it was sturdy. So now all I'm going to do is take this excess wire and I'm just going to fold it up and I'm going to zip tie it again and just tuck it up there out of the way. Alright, it's up, and I just took and gathered all the excess wires and I just zip tied them to the bottom of that. This is adjustable so that you can, you know, adjust it to where you can see, or where the sun will get it. There is, there is the birdhouse, and now all I gotta do is wait for a bird to go build a nest. So, alright, I hope y'all found this helpful, and link will be in the description box. Thank you.